Hey guys, today we continue with our date functions and we are going to cover the function that is today. Yeah, pretty simple. It's a simple function without any arguments. So what does today function does? It will retrieve the current date, yeah, formatted as date. So it is categorized under date and time function. As we know, since we are continuing with our videos on date and time function. So if the cell formatting is chosen as general or number category, then the today function will give you a serial number. So let me first show you what it means and what is the syntax. So the syntax for today is today, and you do not have an argument, so you have just empty brackets over there. Okay, so this is the function. So what does today do? So today gives me the date as of today. So I'll say is equal to today and enter. Yeah. So it gives me the date. See this? But since it is automatically getting formatted to number date format. But if I choose it to be a general format, then it will give me a serial number. Or if I choose to have it as a number format, it will still give me a number. So you need to be careful that you need to specify here is a date formatting. Yeah. So that you get the exact date. So this is the long format of date. Let me have the short date here. Okay. So today gives you the current date of the system. Yeah. And as I told you, if you have the formatting of the cell as general or number, you will get the serial number. You will not get the date. Then you need to change the formatting of the date from the format column or the format cell or the format option that you have. Okay. Now, what you can do is you can just play around with the today function by adding or subtracting any kind of date. So I can have multiple dates. So I have this today's date, and suppose I have a date which was of some previous day. So let me format it to a date. I can do, yeah. So I have this date, and suppose I keep the date as 29. And I want to know the difference between these 2 days. So what I can do is I can say is equal to this minus this date. That is for today. And you get the number of days that are uh, between these 2 days. Yeah. I can also rather of C3, I can write today. So this becomes a dynamic function. So whenever I try to minus today, okay, I need to change it to number because I need to have the numbers between these 2 dates. So if you see here, what I have done is I have tried getting the number of days between these 2 days. Yeah. But you need to always see to it that the formatting is in the form of a number so that you get the exact number of days. Again, what I have done is I have made the formula dynamic. So every day, suppose I open this or try to run this Excel file tomorrow, that is on 20th of April, this number will automatically change to 11. So I do not need to go again to this formula and change the day which is specified here, because it will always take me to the current date and it will deduct this static date from it. Now, this in a practical scenario, I'll tell you this is mostly used in financial sector to find the days per due of invoices being raised, or if any vendor has not made the payment, or if any customer has not made the payment, then we use it to understand what are the defaults that a customer has, or the number of days since he has not paid us. So this has to be dynamic so that every day this particular calculation changes and accordingly the days are calculated. Yeah. So this is how you use date to calculate a particular days between a particular or a difference between 2 days. Uh, we can also use days to calculate the age of a customer. Like suppose I have today's day. Suppose I have the birth date to be 1979. Yeah. So I would have this, or say, is equal to today minus this date. So today minus the my birth date, and I'll say enter, and it gives me, let me format it to number once again, and it gives me the number of days, but I want the age, so that should be in years. So what I can do is I can enclose them within this brackets and divide it by number of days within a year. So that is 365. So this gives me my age related to the date that I have specified. So today, as of today, I am 46 years old. So it will keep on changing every time when. So it will keep on changing as in how when the date, this date keeps on changing every day. So whenever I try to open this particular Excel at a later date, this date would keep on changing for me. Yeah. So the years would be dynamic as of today. So this is one of the use case thing that I wanted to show it to you. So one was DPD days, second was the age of a particular customer. Yeah. Well, what else? So I can have this, just hold on, I'll just keep it here. So we can play around with it. So today, and I would, for DPD days, I would have a different thing. Let me have it here. So for DPD days, let me change it here. For this, I will make it here. Yeah. For DPT days, what we have added was 2025. So it showed me 10 days. This is 46 age. So every time if I try to run this formula and have a different date, so suppose I add the date as 1990. Find this. So it is giving me the age as 35. Yeah. So it is dynamic. So what I mean to say is every time you try to find out what happens in this particular date, you will be able to do it. Yeah. Whether you add a particular date or deduct a particular date, you can always have that options being provided. Yeah. I can also add days uh, as I've shown you here. So this is just calculating, but if I want to add dates to a particular date, so suppose this is the particular date and I want to add 90 days from here. So I can just choose this particular date and say plus 90. Yeah. So I would say today plus 90, or say today plus 90. It will give me the date which is from today plus 90. Yeah. I can also get previous date. So if I want to know previous 90 days before today's date, so date before 90 days, so it is January 19th Jan 2025. So we are able to add days, we are able to add or subtract days as well. Now, I can have a conditional formatting as well being put onto my cells. So what I can do is I want to see whether this date is less than 90, then format it accordingly. So I can do that by having a custom conditional formatting. So I can say conditional formatting. I could go to the styles in which I want to have the conditional formatting. And I would say new rule. Yeah, I have this new rule where I want to highlight a particular cell, where I want to highlight a particular cell uh, with any cell which is having date plus 90 from today. Okay, so I would have a formula cell value is equal to what would be the cell value could be today, let's say today plus 90. Yeah, and I'll say done. So it is not having this particular cell is not having today plus 90. Let me copy this formatting for these two cells. Yeah, whether it is having today plus 90. No, it is not having, it is minus 90. This is plus 90. This is supposed to give you the right answer. Let me check why it is not giving it. I have changed the cell formatting. Achha, greater than equals to. I need to have greater than equal to. Let me edit this. Should be greater than equals to. Let me see whether it changes now. No, still not. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Let me check what I'm doing incorrect in this. The one which I have done was right. Greater than equals to 90. Let me just change this to 95. So that is formatting the cell. Let me equals to today plus 90. So let's do this. Done. Format it. Eight. It should give, just give me 1 minute. Let me check my formula settings. So what we need to see here is we need to click on the function and we need to specify the cell that we are referring to. So I'll say is equal to C7 where I want the formatting is equal to today plus 90 days. So if it is greater than equals to 90 days, if it's above 90 days, then it will format the cell into a red color. So let's see whether it's able to do this. Yes. So if it was not below, if it was below 90 days, so let me put it as 5. See, the formatting is gone. So I can have a random formatting for anything which would not fall in between my criterias of measurements. And I can use it along with this today function to find out where I am going wrong. So these are some practical applicabilities of today function. But what you need to understand is that today functions gives you the current date. Now you can add my or subtract days from it, which depending on your calculation, that's okay. But it will give you the current date. And if the cell in which you are trying to run this formula is of the formatting of general or number, then it will give you the serial number of that particular date. Yeah. So just to reiterate, today gives you the current date of the system. Hope I was able to make the concept clear and show you some practical applicability of today function. Hope you like this video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any of the topics in this 365 days of Excel journey. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel because that's how you're going to get all these videos, intimation about all these videos directly to your inbox. And yes, that will also, and subscribing to my channel will help me reach larger audience. Moreover, it will keep me motivated to create such free informative contents for your people. Thank you so much.